I am so excited today. We are trying a brand new foundation that just launched, just hit the market, and my doorstep. So we're gonna try it for the first time together. So if you wanna know more about that foundation, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. Happy Foundation Friday, everyone. Look who I have. Okay, so this is the new PAT MCGRATH Foundation. It's PAT MCGRATH Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. First of all, I don't live next to a Sephora anymore, so I could not go into a store without driving at least 45 minutes to find this foundation. So I ordered it. It literally just came to my doorstep. I think it took close to a week. I can't be sure. But this is how beautiful the packaging is. I mean, literally, Pat McGrath is a legend. You know, she is like one of the most talented makeup artists out there as we speak. And her packaging is stunning. Okay, so from an aesthetic point of view, rock on. It's beautiful. I mean, even down to the box. Like, the box is so beautiful that I am thinking of not throwing it away and keeping my foundation in the box. That's how gorgeous it is. All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. I ordered two colors. I ordered light 3 and light 5. I hope that one of these is my color. I have another foundation I'm reviewing for you next week, and it's so off. Choosing foundations online is horrible, okay? And it's just not fun. Now, the one thing I will say in the experience of ordering this foundation, now I get it, like everybody is trying to make foundations easier to purchase. So they have now, just like Urban Decay, who just came out with a whole new line of foundations. Let me know if you want me to review that one. I can go pick that one up. But they have all of these subsections. So they have, you know, neutral, warm, and then, you know, like pink. But then they have all these subsections of different colorations and variations underneath. I totally understand that, but in my opinion, it makes it really confusing for the consumer unless you're able to actually physically go into a store and try all the colors out. So we'll see how that works out. But for me, I almost got like confused, and seeing it on people's faces absolutely does help. But for me, I was like, and I do this for a living. I don't know. It was hard for me. So that's one of my things. Second of all, it's $68. It's a pretty hefty price tag, but it is 1.18 fluid ounces. So it's not the standard 1 fluid ounce. And I'll be honest, the ingredients in here are basically the same as most high-end foundations like YSL, Dior. Yes, it has alcohol in it. Yes, it has dimethicone in it. Yes, it has fragrance as far as I could see. Let's see here. I just want to look. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see a fragrance in here. Okay. Interesting. So, but anyway, I mean, it has alcohol as like the 4th ingredient. So is it going to kill you? No. Is it probably going to make the foundation last a lot longer? Absolutely. Is it good for your skin? That's going to be a personal choice. To me, it's not my favorite ingredient to be put into something. But, you know, this is what she does. She has formulated and done this for a lot of different companies, and then now her own line. She is really a beautiful, fantastic, amazing makeup artist and woman who, in my opinion, I look up to a lot. I mean, I think she's just inspiring. So I'm excited to try this. What it says is it's a long-wearing, customizable foundation that builds from sheer to medium coverage in a wide range of universal hues that manifests the ultimate sublime skin standard. It's good for all skin types. It has a unique polymer, and which provides lasting wear, ultimate smoothness, and luminous finish. It also has high purity pigment treated with amino acids, so it delivers enhanced wear and creamy feel and controlled and easy buildable coverage. It does come in a pretty wide range of shades, so that is fantastic. She also says to blend with her fingers or using a brush, okay? She also recommends that you use a primer. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna apply this with my hands because that is typically, as a makeup artist, how I would apply foundation to somebody's skin. I might perfect it with a sponge at the end, but for the most part, And when I see all of her videos with this foundation, she's applying it with her hands. So I'm gonna be starting with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. And I'm gonna use this on my left side of my face, on the perimeter of my face. And now I'm going to use a pore filling primer. This one is by Milk, and I'm just gonna use it a little bit right here. All right. Okay, now let's see what color matches me. It does say to shake the foundation. I'm gonna go with the number 5, light 5, and see. Oh, guys, if I just spent all this money. Okay, so I have to return the light 3. Okay, so I need to return the light 3. See, this is what I'm saying, man. So the light 5 is going to be probably a pretty good match for me. And it's just like, what if you can't get to the store? I don't know. And I don't have a good recommendation of how to solve that problem. Okay, so this is going to be an okay match for me. This is probably going to be my winter color, so that's okay. We can bronze this up. All right, so here it is on the back of my hand. We're going to start to spread all over. Yeah, see, it's light. I'm so bummed right now, you guys. Okay. If I like this foundation, I will be sending them back, and then I will get a new one. I think I need at least 2 steps, even though the one on my chest kind of blended in. All right, maybe it oxidizes a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so right away I can see that the coverage is a lot better and a lot more even. I'll scoot you guys in here in a second. And a lot more even with the side with the primer. It's definitely sitting better on the skin with a primer. Okay. Yeah, so right off the bat, I'll get in real close here. I like the side that has the primer on it. I think that it looks a little bit better. What do you guys think? Which side do you think looks better? And again, as we always do, we will go into natural light so you can see it on my phone, so you can really get the gist of it. Yeah, I really enjoy how this is looking right here, especially with this kind of pore filling primer on, rather than the other side right here. And I would say that this is, I don't know, a little bit does go a long way, you guys. A little bit does go a long way. So you don't need very much. I used like a pump and a half, and that pretty much covered my whole face. I would say this is a light to medium coverage. Absolutely, you can still see through my foundation. I am going to let it set for a second and then see if I can build it up ever so slightly. The right side of my face, without the primer, maybe not, does feel like it's setting a little bit more. Like the forehead feels like it's setting a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to do my eye makeup, do my concealer, and then I'm gonna come back and let's see if I should set it or not. So don't go anywhere. Okay, so I want to give this a very like comprehensive and fair assessment, okay? I feel like my SPF underneath it, this is what happens, guys, this is real life. My SPF underneath this foundation is making it do weird things. I also want to, now this is why I usually don't do this like this. This is usually why I try these out several times before, so these videos aren't like a year freaking long, you know what I mean? Okay, so, you know I hate cleansing wipes, but I'm gonna do it with you guys. Because this is sometimes what happens, like, sometimes your skincare underneath the foundation affects it, okay? So just so you know, the sunscreen I used today, this zinc sunscreen from Supergoop, it's worked well under other foundations, but the ingredients in this might be combating the ingredients in the foundation. Okay, so let's start again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply a moisturizer, okay? Be right back. All right, so I'm going to be applying a moisturizer. This is the Inkey List Probiotic Moisturizer, okay? We're just foregoing everything today. No other serums or anything. I just wanna, there's something not right. Like, I know that this is not how a foundation would be. Like, she would make a foundation that would do this, okay? Like, that's just not her style. Now that we have moisturizer back on, I'm gonna use a sunscreen that I know works with every single foundation I've ever tried it with, and this is a Maylove sunscreen. This is a sunscreen and a primer in one. I'm gonna take off my sweater. Ugh. We're getting serious here, guys. This is a serious foundation Friday. Woo! All right. So that is on. I have sunscreen on because we have to wear sunscreen with our foundations, okay? Let's just be very real. Okay. So that is on. It does need to sit for a second. So let's just let it sit for a second. I am going to go in with my Milk Blur stick on this side. And I'm going to smooth this out. Okay, we're going back in with foundation. I am going to try it on the left side of my face with a dry beauty blender, okay? Here we go, dry. All right. That didn't really work very well either. Okay, back to my hands. I wonder if building it up was the issue. Like, yes, it was building up okay, but then all of a sudden it started to get weird. I wonder what it is. Okay, this does look better. So there was something happening with that sunscreen. Okay, I'm not going to build it up much more than this. I think that when you start trying to mess with it and build it up, starts to get a little strange. Okay, so here we are. Yes, it is the wrong color. We've already talked about this. We will bronze this up in a second. Okay, here we are. What do y'all think? It's definitely drying down a lot quicker with just a very easy kind of, you know, moisturizer on after or before and the SPF. I'm going to reserve judgment for a few minutes because it feels, I don't know, I feel like I'm not like, oh my gosh, the skin is so beautiful. Okay, so it's just my honest opinion. It does not reflect poorly on her at all, okay? But this is what we're gonna do again. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, and then before I set everything, if I need to set it, I'll come back on, all right? Having fun yet? All right, bear with me, here we go. Okay, you guys. Here we are. I have done my eyes and all that stuff. I have concealer on. I set it with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffuse Light. It still feels tacky. Quite a bit tacky, actually. So I'm kind of torn at the moment. I am going to set the one side of my face with a actual pressed foundation, and then this is what it looks like for real when I'm trying to do Foundation Fridays for you guys. I literally try like every powder. I don't usually have this much problem figuring out what to use, and I don't necessarily know why, because on the camera it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. In real life, it looks beautiful, but it feels tacky. And again, I have no skincare on. I just have moisturizer and then that primer thing. So here it is without powder. I'm gonna let you look in real close. Real close. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go in with the Well People on the left side and the Milani Prep and Set and Glow on the other side. I just didn't know if a translucent powder would be setting enough for this or be too matte. Is that, you know what I'm saying? Because it does have a beautiful skin-like glow to the actual foundation. I don't wanna lose that. So here we go, here's the Milani. I'm gonna rub it around and I'm just gonna gently buff this into the skin. Okay, so see, this is such a pretty powder. I'm using a Sigma F15. This is not ideal for powder, guys. But it's fine. I'm just setting it, okay. All right. Feels much less tacky now, so that's good. Well, people, Different brush. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go see this in natural light. I am gonna apply blush and bronzer. I won't bore you with that part, but I will meet you outside in 1 second. All right, love. So here we are in natural light. I'm gonna let you get real close up here and personal. Okay, I don't know. I mean, now it looks really nice. And see how it's not like super off the color. It just, in that lighting, whether it looked pretty off. We're gonna see how this goes. I really appreciate you bearing with me. I'm trying to figure this out for you guys. I do feel like it's not tacky anymore. It feels like, sorry, there's like so much construction going on around my house, but it feels no longer tacky. It feels very lightweight on the skin. It had no scent to it. So I don't think there is fragrance in it, which is great. And it just overall feels really comfortable. So let's see how it holds up. All right, so I wanted to give you guys a quick check-in because I wanted to see what you guys thought. This is only 2 hours later, so I'm not assuming it to look much different, but I just wanted you guys to see. As I look in the mirror, I'm just not feeling like I absolutely love this. I back up everything I said before. It's just, I don't know if this is like the best my skin has ever looked. And that's just personally for me. So again, we're gonna see how this wears. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter from school. We're gonna do a real good check-in at the end of the end of the night. I can't even talk, and we will see. But I have been fighting with this foundation today. All right, here you go. I'll see you in a little bit. Hi, loves. Okay, so this is a total of 9 hours of wear. Sorry if you hear water running. We just got a fountain for our backyard, and it's a little aggressive. So we're trying to figure out how to damper that down. But look at our backyard. It's looking good. It's getting there. All right, so my final opinion on this foundation. This is where we're at. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so I will have to say that it actually hasn't moved that much in this long of time. It has not moved that much. It's actually looking really good on my nose. I've been thinking about what I wanted to say, to be honest, because, you know, I think that Pat McGrath is awesome. I really do. I think, like I said earlier, she's so inspirational and one to really aspire to have such an amazing career as a makeup artist. I just don't know how I feel about this foundation. It might be a winter foundation. That's what I was thinking. As it's been pretty humid today and pretty warm, it kind of got tacky again. Like even after I set it with my perspiration. And again, I will say that I don't think my skin looks as amazing as other foundations, even drugstore ones. So kind of the jury is a little bit out on this for me. I feel like I would love some feedback. I would like to try it kind of for a couple of weeks, but I will say I'm not like super excited to keep using it. Like it's not something that I will be like, oh, I can't wait to wear it again tomorrow. Because it took so much work to get here. So I don't know if I actually need her primer. I might go get a sample when I make a trip to Sephora, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, to get a sample of it and see if that's what it is. But usually foundations, you shouldn't need the like primer to go with it. It should really stand alone, and I'm sure that's how she would want this foundation to be. So what do you think? I need your feedback on this, okay? I need your guys' feedback on this. What do you think? How do you think it kind of compares to other foundations that I have worn in the past? It did hold up pretty well. So it kind of is like a love-hate relationship with this. So let me know what you think. If you've tried this, please comment below and let me know who this would be good for. To me, honestly, it would be good for a lot of skin types. I just don't know oily. I think oily, it might be a little too hydrating for it, but maybe if you prepped it right. So again, you know, I usually do tons of wear tests before I actually do a foundation Friday, but I wanted to get this out because it's brand new and I've been getting a lot of questions about it. So a lot of cool, fun foundations coming out over the next few months, and I can't wait to join in on the conversation. So thank you all so much for being here. Lots of love from me to you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, loves.